So hey guys, it's Stephanie here, and today I wanted to talk about W. Somerset Maugham's Of Human Bondage. I just finished reading this. I did this as a buddy read with Kate over at Kate Howe, and she was so much fun. She is a very fun person to do buddy reads with. We went back and forth after every couple chapters, and it was so fun to wait and hear what we both thought of every single chunk. And so until recently, I had only heard of human bondage. I really didn't know what it was about. And then I saw it on two different Buzzfeed lists. Go ahead, judge me, I don't care. But they were two different lists, and one of them was books to get you through your 20s, and then there was another one that was books to get you through your quarter life crisis. And since I am in my mid-20s and both lists were kind of applicable to me, I decided to check this book out. So the book follows the life of Philip Carey, who is a boy born with a club foot in England. It follows him from about age 8 to about age 30, and the book starts off with him being orphaned and being sent to live with his aunt and uncle, who are very religious. And throughout the book, we see Philip go through a lot. I mean, not only does it start out with him being orphaned, the poor kid has a clubfoot. He is the target of bullying. He grows up to be in a very toxic relationship. We see him change career paths a couple of times and face financial troubles. So we see him just go through a whole lot, and you get to see him grow. But what I liked about it is you really get into the protagonist's mind, and I have no doubt that that is because this book is semi-autobiographical. Because when you're reading this, there just is this sense of intimacy where you feel like you know Philip. So if you've read this book or you've watched either movie adaptation, I think that there's two. You'll know the most memorable part of this book is his crazy, toxic, tumultuous relationship with a waitress named Mildred. She is the worst, just the absolute worst. Right from the get-go, Philip becomes very enamored with her. And right from the start, you can see she is very apathetic towards him and does not like him and almost pushes him away, which for some reason just draws him in more. And he becomes so obsessed and enamored with her that he just makes a series of very crazy and illogical decisions. I think the worst one for me was that he is with her for a span of time, they're dating, and she decides to run off with his roommate. And he pays for them from his own money. He pays for them to go off and have a vacation together. So she just has that much of a hold on him that he just does not think straight when it comes to her, and he just makes all these decisions that make you want to shake him. And as I'm sure you can guess from the title, this book deals with different kinds of bondage that Philip goes through. One of them obviously being Meredith, from the fact that she has this crazy psycho hold on him. But as we see throughout the book and through the different kind of bondages that Philip has and overcomes, he does so after a period of reflection and introspection. So that's why I think this book is about kind of passion and emotion versus logic and practicality and thinking. So even with Mildred, even though she has this emotional hold on him, he later in the book takes time to sit down and reflect on the situation and really think things through, and he comes to a practical solution, and in the end, Mildred no longer has a hold on him because of that. And we see that happen multiple times throughout the book, where he goes through a period where he makes a mature decision. So I would definitely recommend this book. It's a classic. It is really long. I read this as an ebook, but I think it's over 600 pages. But it is written, the language is very easy to read, very simple, but very well written. And obviously it is very deep. That does not have anything to say about the content it follows. There's a lot of philosophy, a lot of depth, and a lot of just layers to this story, but it is an easy to read story. So I definitely recommend this. I do agree with Buzzfeed that this is a good book for your 20s, just because the struggles that Philip goes through are very universal to your 20s. So I would definitely recommend it. I would go check it out. And like I said, it is free at the Kindle store right now. And this was a very fun book to read with Kate because I'm not gonna lie, it did serve as a bit of an accountability thing where we had to talk about certain chapters. So I was definitely more motivated to get through a long book because of her. And she was really fun. And this is definitely a story where you get emotional, especially with Philip and the stupid things he does, where we just went back and forth and we were talking about how stupid he is, especially with Mildred. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope to see you around soon.